Hello everyone, welcome to Homeschool, and we are with the chapter Carbon and its compounds. And in our previous videos, we have discussed about the chemical reactions of organic compounds. We already finished three important reactions. What were they? Combustion reaction, oxidation reaction, and addition reaction. And the fourth reaction we are discussing here, that is the substitution reaction. Okay, substitution reaction. So what do you mean by the word substitution, guys? What is the common meaning of the word substitution? Replacing one guy in the place of another. Yes or no? Say for example, for teaching this chapter, in place of me, if some other teacher comes, what do you say? Nalini madam's position is replaced or substituted by another teacher. Yes or no? In place of me, if somebody comes and stands here for teaching this chapter, say what I can say? My position is substituted. Okay, substituted with another person. So what do you mean by substitution? In place of one atom, if another atom comes, or in place of one element, another element comes, then such reactions we call it as substitution reactions. Okay, and most importantly, try to remember this point. Saturated hydrocarbons undergo substitution reactions. This is very important, guys. Okay, unsaturated hydrocarbons does not undergo substitution, but saturated hydrocarbons, for example, alkenes, all varieties of alkenes can undergo substitution reaction. Okay, so one reaction I will show here. CH4 is there. We all know this is a saturated hydrocarbon. What is its name? Methane. Yes or no? Okay. So whenever I add Cl2, what is this? Chlorine molecule. You know what happens here? One of the hydrogen atom gets replaced with one chlorine atom. How many hydrogen atoms are there? 4. Among the 4, if one hydrogen gets replaced with chlorine, then what do you get? I'll write the elaborate structure of methane. Okay, so this is the elaborate structure of methane. Okay, and Cl2 means what? Cl bond Cl. We have written how a bond forms between Cl and Cl. Do you remember the dot structure of Cl2? Yes, covalent bond formation between Cl and Cl, right? So what happens is, one of the hydrogen I will replace with Cl atom. What do you get, guys? H. But instead of this hydrogen, what atom will be there? Cl. Okay. Plus, what is the byproduct? This H would have come outside and one more Cl is there, no? Both of them will join and you will get HCl as another product. Okay. And can you give the name for this guy? Yes. What is the name of this guy? CH3Cl. What is the IUPAC name for this guy? See, first thing what it should come to your mind, you have to check whether any group is there or not to write as a prefix. Definitely Cl. The name of Cl you will write it as a prefix, no? So what is the name of Cl? Chloro. Next word root, only one carbon is there in a chain, so meth. And all single bonds here, so ANE. There is no functional group. Isn't it? So what is its name? Chloromethane you will get. What do you get? Chloromethane. Okay. And what has observed? What happened here actually? one atom got substituted with another type of atom. That is the reason this reaction is called substitution reaction. Okay, and remember, substitution reactions takes place in presence of sunlight. Okay, for this reaction to happen, you compulsorily require sunlight. Without sunlight, you will not get these products. Yeah, and more details about this reaction you will study in higher classes. Now, what you have to remember is definition of substitution reaction, example, and what is the condition. So, what is the definition of substitution reaction? Listen carefully, guys. These reactions are those in which one atom gets substituted with another atom in presence of sunlight. Okay, very simple. Definition is very simple. Okay, those reactions in which one atom gets substituted with another atom in presence of sunlight is called substitution reaction. And you must able to write this this example. This is the example, guys. Okay, you no need to mention all this. This is just for your understanding sake. I have written like this. Just write methane plus Cl2. Above the arrow mark show sunlight. What is the product? CH3Cl. What is another product, which we call it as byproduct? HCl. Okay, so this much is the example you have to write. And after that, one condition. Which guys can undergo substitution? Saturated or unsaturated? Definitely it is saturated hydrocarbons only can undergo substitution reaction. Okay, so with this we have completed all the 4 important general reactions that we come across in organic compounds. And now we have to study about 2 important organic compounds. Okay, so the first one is ethanol. We have to study about ethanol, and then we will study about ethanoic acid. Ethanoic acid. Okay, so these are the 2 chemicals or organic compounds which every time we use for various reactions. Okay, so we will study some properties, some reactions of ethanol and some reactions of ethanoic acid. First we will study ethanol. Later we will go for this guy. Okay, and after this we have a small concept called soaps and detergents. Soaps and detergents. Okay, so with this the chapter gets over. Quickly let us go for ethanol. Okay, ethanol. It is a liquid at room temperature. First you need to remember about its physical appearance. Okay, it is a liquid at room temperature. Okay, and it is commonly called as alcohol. Okay, so whatever we say alcohol, it is nothing but this particular guy, ethanol. So where is this alcohol used? It is used in medicine. It is used in medicine. Okay, that is as a cough syrup, cold syrups, certain tablets. Okay, most of the chemicals contain this ethanol. Okay, and it is also used for drinking purposes. So most of the people, we say they drink alcohol. So what do they drink? They actually drink this one, ethanol. Okay, but too much of ethanol is always bad for human health. Okay, only in small quantities it can act as a medicine, but in a larger quantity, if you consume ethanol, liver and kidneys gets damaged. This is a very important point to be noted. Okay, and one more point you have to remember. Pure ethanol. Pure ethanol is called as absolute alcohol. Absolute alcohol. Okay. Usually the ethanol that we use in medicine or drinking purposes is not 100% pure. Okay. So some other components will get mixed up. But 100% pure ethanol, we will call it as absolute alcohol. So these are the basic idea that you should have about ethanol. Can you able to write the chemical formulae of ethanol, guys? Chemical formulae of ethanol. What is the structure that you write for this guy? Eth, 2 carbon atoms. AN is there, so single bond. Okay. So OL is the functional group. So to any one of the carbon, what functional group? OH. OL means OH, isn't it? And now rest of the thing is filling hydrogens. Okay, you have to satisfy the valency of carbon. You should have 4 bonds around carbon. 1 bond only is there, so I will put 3 more hydrogens, and here 2 bonds are only there, so I will put 2 hydrogens. Okay, so this is shortcut structure that we have learnt about ethanol, isn't it? And what is the formula you will write for this? How many carbon atoms? 2 carbon. How many hydrogen atoms, guys? Here, you know, H5, C2H5, the CH3, CH2 combined together, I can write it as C2H5 bond OH. You know, this is another way you can write the formula or structure of ethanol. Okay, and now we will discuss the most important aspects of ethanol that can be asked in the board examination. Very, very, very important. Okay, take a book, pen, keep writing. That is very, very, very essential thing. First one, I am going to discuss the chemical reactions. Chemical reactions of ethanol. Okay, so under that, the first one is reaction with sodium. Okay, so what is the symbol of sodium? Na, isn't it? So usually, can you able to recall a reaction called acid reacting with metal? Sodium is what? Metal, isn't it? So whenever acid reacts with metal, can you tell me what gas do you get? You get hydrogen gas, isn't it? So here also the same story. Alcohol, that is ethanol, is slightly acidic in nature. Okay, it has acidic property. Okay, so anything which is acid, that can definitely react with a metal to give acid, hydrogen gas, isn't it? So the same thing happens here. Let us try to write the reaction now. CH3, CH2, OH. Okay, I will add sodium. You know, this is our ethanol. Okay, and ethanol is acidic in nature here. Okay, we are explaining the acidic nature of ethanol. You know, so when it reacts with the sodium, you will get salt and hydrogen gas. You know, this hydrogen will come out as hydrogen gas. Which hydrogen? You have so many hydrogens here. Yes or no? Here 3 hydrogens are there, here 2 hydrogens are there, and here OH, in OH hydrogen is there. Okay, the hydrogen of OH only will come out as hydrogen gas. Okay, these hydrogens will not come out. Here which hydrogen is coming out? Functional group's hydrogen. Which is the functional group? OH. Okay, so in the place of this hydrogen, it comes outside. In place of this, sodium goes. Okay, so what is the salt you will get? CH3, CH2, ONA. Yes or no? In place of hydrogen, who is going? Sodium is going, and hydrogen will come out. You know, hydrogen it will not come out as single atom. Yes or no? It will always come out as H2 molecule. Okay, so if you want two hydrogen atoms join together and come out as H2 molecule, definitely you should take two molecules of alcohol. One molecule will give one H, another molecule will give another H. Both H's will join and you will get H2 gas. Okay, so one molecule will react with one sodium, another molecule will react with another sodium. Okay, so salt also two molecules you will get. Just a matter of balancing, that's it. Okay, so this is how ethanol will react with a metal. Which metal? Sodium, to give a salt. This is a salt. And salt will have some name, no? What is the name here? The name of this salt is sodium ethoxide. Sodium ethoxide. Okay, see, we have learned only basic nomenclature, basic rules for naming. So, no, very basic compounds we took for learning nomenclature. In the higher classes, if you go, you can able to give names for such compounds. Okay, where you don't have to study now. Okay, just try to remember. One or two compounds will be there. Their names you just have to remember. Okay, so what is the name of this compound, guys? It is called sodium ethoxide. Clear, everybody? So this is the reaction of alcohol with sodium. Just the way you have learned how acid reacts with metal, no? Same way, nothing different. Okay, but here which hydrogen atom come out as H2? This hydrogen. Functional group's hydrogen atom will always come out. This point is important to remember. Okay, fine. So this is one reaction. And the second reaction we are going with is the dehydration reaction. Dehydration of alcohols. Okay, so try to understand the meaning of the term dehydration first. What do you mean by dehydration? Loss of water. Loss of water is called dehydration. So who will lose water molecule? Ethanol will lose water molecule. Okay, so it's a common word, we use it in a day-to-day life, isn't it? See, in case if we are suffering from loose motions, so what do we say to a doctor? Or doctor says that body underwent dehydration. That means body is losing water. Yes or no? So dehydration in the sense losing water. Which compound will lose water here? Ethanol will lose water, and let us see how it will lose water. Okay. Say what is ethanol? CH3, CH2, OH is called ethanol. Isn't it? So this ethanol in presence of concentrated sulfuric acid. Okay. And when you heat it at 443 Kelvin, this ethanol will lose water. How? Water in the sense what? What do you mean by water, guys? One H and another OH. If these two guys combine, you get water. Okay. So you must able to remove one OH and one H from this guy. Okay. So which OH you will remove? You can very nicely observe there is a OH together. So the whole group you can remove. Okay. Now you want one more hydrogen to come out. Yes or no? Then only it makes water. So which hydrogen do you remove? You can't touch these hydrogens because this group is attached to this carbon, isn't it? So this carbon has just now lost one of its group. It cannot afford losing one more group here. So you are removing one of the hydrogen from this group. You have three hydrogens, isn't it? From three, remove one hydrogen. So what you will get? CH2. From 3 we have removed one hydrogen. So CH2, this bond, CC bond, carbon-carbon bond, and then OH if it goes, you will have only CH2. Okay. Now just check whether the valency of carbon is satisfied. Carbon should have 4 bonds around it, isn't it? But how many bonds are there, guys? This carbon has how many bonds? 2 hydrogens, in the sense 2 bonds, 2 and 1, 3 bonds this carbon has. And how about this carbon? 1 this bond and 2 hydrogens, in the sense altogether 3 bonds only. So both the carbons need 1 bond extra. So what you will do in that case? You will make that single bond as double bond. Okay. Anyway, actual mechanism, actual reason behind putting this double bond, you will study it in much higher classes. Okay. Say, try to remember this much as of now. Okay. Don't ever by heart. Try to understand the logic behind the reaction. Yeah. So dehydration, in the sense losing water. Who is losing water? Alcohol. How it can lose water? If it can liberate one OH and one hydrogen. Which OH you will remove? This. Which hydrogen do you remove? One of these. Okay. So that you will get CH2 bond CH2. Say valency of carbon has to be satisfied. So double bond I have put. Can you name this compound? It is nothing but ethene. Yes or no? And along with that, what you are getting? What is coming out, guys? H2O is coming out. Okay. So this is what we call dehydration reaction. And the question is, what is the purpose of this concentrated sulfuric acid? Simply, ethanol will not lose water. Yes or no? Somebody should be there to help ethanol in losing water. Who is that somebody? H2SO4. Okay. So here concentrated H2SO4 will act as dehydrating agent. You must clearly understand the meaning of the new terms. Okay. So concentrated H2SO4 acts as, it behaves as dehydrating agent. Dehydrating agent. Okay. So it helps in removing water molecule from ethanol. So such a reagent is called dehydrating agent. Okay. So how do you define dehydration? Removal of water molecule from ethanol when ethanol is heated in presence of concentrated H2SO4 to form ethene as the product is called dehydration reaction. Okay. So these are the two important reactions of alcohol. One is reaction with sodium and another one is dehydration reaction. Okay. Both the reactions are very, very important. Question can be asked in any ways, directly or indirectly. Okay. So here the formation of product, their names, okay, the purpose of H2SO4, meaning of dehydration, everything is important. So in my next video, we will discuss about ethanoic acid. Okay. Till then, keep revising the concept. And if you like our video, please like it, share it and subscribe our channel for more updates. Thank you.